What it do, boo? So if you want soft, moisturized type of hair that actually grows, it all starts with understanding your hair porosity. Because right now your hair may feel dry no matter what you use, your ends keep breaking off, and then you feel like your hair just not growing. So in this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about hair porosity, what it is, how to figure yours out, and how to care for your low porosity hair so you can finally get consistent moisture and real length retention. So here's everything we're gonna talk about today and when we're gonna talk about it. The term hair porosity describes your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture, described as low, medium, and high. And you can even have different porosities on different parts of your head. Each hair strand is made up of 3 layers, and the scales on the cuticle layer open slightly to allow moisture and nutrients to actually get into the hair strand, and then close again so it can retain the water. The cuticle layer on the hair with low porosity has these tightly closed scales that lay flat against the hair shaft, which makes it really hard for low porosity hair to absorb moisture and nutrients, which can cause it to be dry and prone to breakage. Since low porosity hair can have a hard time absorbing the moisture and nutrients, hair care treatments and styling products may not work very effectively if they're not used properly. And because of the tightly closed cuticles, low porosity hair also really struggles with buildup. Low porosity is normally due to genetics. Some of the main characteristics of low porosity hair is it really has a hard time becoming saturated. It takes a really long time to air dry. Products tend to build up on the hair's surface, and oils don't penetrate the shaft very easily. And if you're this far into the video and you still don't know your hair porosity, here are some DIY tests you could do at home to help you figure that out. So the first one is a water test, or we can call it the float test. Keep in mind that porosities can vary across your head, so you may want to take hairs from different parts of your scalp to get a more accurate result. But to do this, you want to snip a few clean, dry strands, or just take hair that you naturally shed and you want to put it into a glass of room temperature water. Low porosity hair takes a long time to absorb water, so it'll stay floating at the top for a long time. And then medium porosity hair will sink slowly, and then high porosity hair will sink to the bottom really fast because it has the ability to absorb water really easily. And if you don't want to snip your hair, or you don't have no extra hair just laying around your house, you can also just do the spray test, which is taking a part of your hair and spraying it. And if you see the water beads just sitting on your hair, or even if the water just ends up rolling off your hair, most likely you have low porosity hair. High porosity hair will become saturated like so fast, like much more quickly. And then if you ever see somebody call their hair waterproof, that's really just them saying they have low porosity hair. Finally, here are some tips on caring for your low porosity hair so it'll stay soft, manageable, and moisturized. First, I want to talk about clarifying shampoos because they are so underrated and overlooked, but so important. Hair care products, dirt, and even the natural oil from our scalp can build up on our hair and make it even more difficult for moisture to penetrate into our hair shaft. So use a clarifying shampoo regularly to remove all of that buildup and keep your hair and scalp as clean as possible. My favorite clarifying shampoo is the Maui Moisture Clarifying Shampoo. I'll be sure to link it in the description below, but it's really affordable. I love it a lot. Using a clarifying shampoo is like pressing the reset button on your hair, and I like to clarify my hair every 4th wash day. And then it's so important to use a rinse out conditioner because with low porosity hair, moisture have a really hard time reaching the inner cortex of our hair because of that tightly closed cuticle. And you can really just use the matching conditioner to whatever shampoo that you're using. Use a conditioner. Now let's talk about deep conditioners. Okay, using a deep conditioner in addition to the rinse out conditioner, which I know might sound a little crazy, but it really helps trap that moisture in as much as possible. Right now, my favorite deep conditioner is the Shea Moisture Mask. I don't remember the name of it, but I have a link in the description below as well. It has been my go-to lately, and I tend to deep condition every single wash day. And then of course, we cannot forget about leave-in conditioners. It is very important for us to do the LCO method, which is liquid, oil, and cream, to layer on our moisturizing products. The LCO method is just spraying your hair with water and then going in with a regular leave-in conditioner and then using a lightweight penetrating oil to go on top to seal everything in. One of my favorite leave-in conditioners is the Camille Rose Moisture Love Milk. I love a lot of leave-in conditioners, but that one is definitely at the top of the list. Once again, she's very affordable. You really don't have to spend a lot of money when it comes to hair products because it's a lot of the times it's not really what you're using, but it's how you're using it. And since our hair does need lightweight penetrating oils, I've been using my own DIY hair growth oil, but I suggest you find oils that have like avocado oil and sunflower oil, even like jojoba oil, just like a lightweight oil. Oils really help your hair strands retain moisture for a longer period of time versus just using leave-in conditioner. I really recommend using a steamer, a hooded blow dryer, a thermal cap. You can even use a towel fresh out the dryer and wrap it around your hair with a shower cap on there. I suggest do this whenever you do your deep conditioner part though. You can do this whenever you moisturize, but I don't really do it when I moisturize, but I do it when I deep condition. But when I do moisturize my hair, for my liquid, I use warm water. The warmth really helps open the cuticle so that the whatever moisturizer you're using, it can really penetrate deep into the hair strand. Now moisture is essential for low porosity hair, but you need to balance it with enough protein. And if your moisture protein balance is too light on the protein side, the excess moisture will cause you to have moisture overload, and that'll have your hair feel feeling mushy and gushy and nasty, okay? I like to use this protein treatment right here, but be careful, do not overload on protein because it'll also cause your hair to be dry and brittle. Trust me. So I just do a protein treatment like every 8 to 10 weeks. I think that's a really good, it just really depends on how your hair looks and feels and how you want it to look and feel. Okay, now let's talk about some actionable steps you can take immediately to put everything we just talked about into action. So first, your next wash day, I want you to clarify your hair with the clarifying shampoo. Yes, we do use moisturizing shampoos in between those clarifying shampoo days, but clarify your hair as needed depending on how much product you use during the week. I only do mine every 4 wash days, but I don't use that much product during the week. Our next wash day, we're gonna start off with a clarifying shampoo just to get this ball rolling, okay? Then we're gonna start conditioning with the rinse out conditioner more often. I know, I used to not even use a rinse out conditioner, but now that I've started, I've noticed a difference. If you don't want to do it every wash day, just do it every other wash day, but use them more often. They are important, they mean something. Then I want you to start deep conditioning every single wash day with some type of warmth. Like I said, a steamer, thermal cap, blow dryer, towel, something. It makes a difference also. Everything we're talking about really does make a difference. You may not see the difference immediately, but if you keep doing these steps consistently, you will see a difference, I promise. And then I want you to start doing the LCO method every single time you feel like your hair is dry. And you'll know if your hair is dry if you touch it and your hands just feel ashy. Like, ain't nothing come off. And do not, please do not apply your leave-in conditioner without using water first, because that's not doing anything but causing buildup, okay? Unless you're using a water-based leave-in conditioner, I don't know. But if not, if you're using a cream, use water first. And then I want you to start doing protein treatments more often, please. Protein treatments are important. Our hair is really made up of protein. Like I said, I do my protein treatments every 8 to 10 weeks, but do yours as much as you need to, or as little as you need to. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about low porosity hair. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comment section below. I would love to answer any questions you have. And if this video helped you out, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more natural hair tips. And if you want to know why your low porosity hair never feels moisturized, you're probably making one of these 5 mistakes. Check out the video right here to see what they are. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.